Do you know the whole family of the figure 8 knot? And I'm talking about the 8 knot and the 9 knot and the 10 knot and the Romano and the Pompier and others. In this video, I'll show them all to you, so hang around. Hi guys, welcome here at my channel. My name is Herman of the Woods. I like to make my own stuff and I like a simple life. So let's share and prepare and repair and let's inspire each other. Okay, let's start at the beginning. The basic, the number 1, the figure 8 knot. We'll just start with a small loop, and then we take one end, go under the main line and go back into the loop. Now this is the basic figure 8 knot, and most people will know this knot. It's often used in sailing to prevent a sheet slipping through a fair lead, for example. Number 2, the double figure 8 knot. Most people know this knot, and it's in fact it's the base of all other 8 knots. It starts the same as the one we just explained, the basic figure 8 knot. So we just go around and go through that loop, and we tie it, and then we've got this little loop, and we can use that to attach a carabiner, for example, or a hook, and I'll show that to you. Here I have this carabiner, or musketon it's called also, and so you can attach it to something, a rock or whatever. Here another way of using it: if you have a branch, or you're camping, you can attach something very easily, just slipping it over. This shows also the limitation of this knot, but I'll show you a solution for that later. If your tree is too big or too high, you have to go around it. So let's have a look at number 3, the back stuck figure 8 knot. We start with the basic figure 8 knot, and we'll leave some rope on the left hand side. Here you see I pull it through, so we have, like in this case, like 90 centimeters or something, 3 feet, and we're gonna follow the rope back. There you go. I point it out with my finger. And this is a knot that can be untied even if you have a lot of pressure head on it. Here I just follow the rope back. So go underneath that one, and then just take a very good look. Just follow back. There you go. You see my finger. And so we take the rope and follow the main rope track, call it that way. There you have it, and we'll make the turn back there. And go through these 2 eyes out there. Okay. Well, in fact, this is the same 8 knot. Be careful, it's late needy, so you will be able to get it out easy. Here you see me using a carabiner. You can attach it to something, a hook, whatever you want. But this knot can go through, or can go around something. So it's also used in climbing harnesses. And here I'll show you an example for, well, let's call it a tree. This is a big pool. So I start with figure 8, the basic figure 8 knot, and the rope goes around the tree, and we're just following back the rope. I point out with my finger. It's the same like I just shown you in this video. It's maybe not that good visible now, but you can look back. But here you see just another way of using this same knot. Very important is the way you use this knot. So I tie it up into this direction, and then you have a perfect way how the forces are divided over the left and the right hand rope, and so the knot will stay together. An 8 knot can come loose if it's not treated well. Let's put it that way. So let's have a look at number 4. It's the braided 8, the braided 8 knot. It looks a lot like what we just did. We start with the normal basic figure 8 knot, and I just show you to go in on the left hand side, so go back, but now we just take the other side of the knot, and now we follow the rope, and that means that we're going to get some sort of a loop, and this knot will make a circle in the rope, and that can come in very handy if you have different forces on your rope. I'll show you in a minute. It's just like with the backstuck figure 8 knot. I just follow back the rope, and here you have it. You see the rope has made a perfect circle. This knot you can also use to attach 2 different ropes to each other. I'll show you here a picture. There you see 2 different colors in the rope. So this is, in fact, it's the same knot. So you can attach 2 ropes together with that if they're like equal in diameter, or at about equal in diameter. But here you see another purpose. We go to the same pull. We start with the same basic 8 knot. The rope has been thrown around the tree and comes back. And now on the front hand side of the knot, we'll follow it back. We braid it back through the knot. I pointed out with my finger. So we'll just put it back that way, go around it, and pull it through. Okay, so there you have it. You have this 8 knot, and now we just give the whole loop a twist, and you see the knot is on the side, and that means that I can pull where I put the carabiner now, and the knot will be tensioned in the right way when I pull it towards the direction of the camera. Here you see it. So I pull it, I'll pull the loop, and you see that the tension is in the right way on the knot. Okay, let's have a look at the 9 knot. That's our number 5. In fact, it's a little word joke, but it's called a 9 knot, and it starts off with an 8 knot. Normally we would do this. We'll go back into this loop, but now we give the rope an extra twist, and we come in at the back side, and there we have a 9 knot. This knot can take more load because it's a little longer. The rope is a little longer. Okay, number 6 is what we call a 10 knot. So it's also an 8 knot. It starts like an 8, a double figure 8 knot. So normally you would go in here for an 8 knot. We'll give it 1 twist for a 9 knot, but now we just give it another twist, and we go back in on the front side, and that's what we call a 10 knot. You see another twist. There's 2 twists around the rope, and therefore this rope can take more energy and is easier to undo, and has a little extra strength. Normally a knot will reduce like about 50%, so this is a little more or less. Okay, let's replay number 5 and number 6, so the 9 and the 10 knot. there we have it. We start with an 8 knot that goes in here. That's the 8 knot. We give it one more twist. It comes from the back side. Then we call it a 9. And we give it another twist on the front side. And we call it a 10. Okay? Right. So we're ready for number 7, and it's called the Pompier stitch. And this is a very typical one that has 2 loops when it's ready. Have a look at it. So we start off like an 8. Normally we'd go through here, but now we just double it and we take the whole loop that goes around it. We started off, I got to say, that with a double rope that's over 1 meter long. The loop is over 1 meter long. So this goes over the whole knot, and then we start pulling these 2 loops like this. And we get 2 loops. We just organize the knot a little bit. And we have 2 loops that can be adjusted when the knot is not under load. If there's no tension, we can adjust it, and I'll show you how. First, let's put in a carabiner so you can see the use of it. And with this knot, you can divide the load on your points, on your attach points, the way you want it. Here, if, for example, one point is a little further, you can make one of the loops longer than the other one. Or maybe you want to have a load on the upper point, and just when there's a breakout, you want to have the second as a backup. Well, you can do that with this knot. Here they're equal, and now I just start fiddling around a little bit with the rope. You see the left side goes down, and now the right one is longer. So you can adjust it. And if I put tension on the knot, it'll stabilize and hold its position. So it comes in very handy if you're rigging, for example. Okay, I take it apart. And I have a look at number 8. And it's called a Roman knot or Romano knot. And it starts off like with an 8. And normally we would go underneath the 2 ropes, but now we'll just put one aside and we'll take just one. And then we go back over them all into that loop. And look what happens. We have a not complete 8 knot, and we twist it around a little bit. And now we have a loop in the same direction as the rope. That way, if we put tension on it, for example here with this carabiner, and it's loaded, we have a tension in the same direction as the rope. So we can reduce loads, for example, or we can pull something towards us. Here you see the example. I put another end through the carabiner. And we'll put a little tension on it. Now you can see how it looks. There you go. If you would do this with a normal 8 knot, it might come loose. In this case, you have the perfect direction. Comes in very handy in a lot of occasions. Okay, well, that's it, guys. So you have to fiddle around yourself a little bit and see what you can learn and what you can do. Have fun with it. I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and give me some likes. And if you have any comments, keep it friendly and put them in the comments. And maybe we can learn something from each other. My dog wants to participate too, I see. It's a very good dog, yeah. She wants to play with her stick all the time. Okay, hope to see you back on my channel here, Herman of the Woods. And have fun with the knots. Bye-bye.